Congratulations. By completing that college financial calculator, you will have completed the first 2 of 4 steps to college financial planning. This college report is going to tell you what you're expected to pay, or that term called student aid index, in addition to what role financial aid will play in your paying for college plan. So let's go ahead and review that college planning report together. Here is your free, personalized, easy college plan. You'll see that it's prepared by me, Monica Felton, and it'll be for your student. I'm going to use, this report was generated from the data that I put into the college financial calculator. This report is going to cover several things, and they'll do that in 6 sections. So we're going to talk about how do you use this report, what you need to know about paying for college, how should you be saving for college, what benefits does a state 529 plan offer, what educational tax credits will be available to you, and what your merit scholarships or what merit scholarships are available. So remember, this plan is personalized to you depending on what data you populated the calculator with. Here is page number 2, how to use the report. So you're going to review the school's information that directly impacts cost. This is a very important section. Do you qualify for financial aid? We'll see how the school determines your financial aid eligibility. What do you need to do to qualify for more financial aid merit-based scholarships? What is the most efficient way for you to save? How does a 529 plan measure up? And which educational tax credits will you be eligible for? Now, if you recall, in the calculator, I put in Arizona State University. So the data that I'm going to get is based on Arizona State University. If you look here, this is a very important piece of information. It's the graduation rate. And you can see here that unfortunately, ASU has a very poor 4-year and 6-year graduation rate. They only graduate students in 4 years, about 50% of the time. Now, the reason this is important is because the current 1-year cost of attendance at ASU is actually $32,527. What that means is that if I have to add a 5th year or a 6th year, this diploma got much more expensive. And then, of course, it shares the current room and board costs for Arizona State University. Here's the financial aid information that you're definitely interested in. Things like what financial aid forms will be required. Well, the FAFSA. What is the average amount of financial need met? So what this says is that about 60% of your need will be met. So if I have $10,000 of need based on my cost of attendance minus my student aid index means I have $10,000 worth of need. What this tells me is ASU is only going to help me with 60% of that, or $6,000. Now, gift money in the form of scholarships or money I don't have to pay back, they're going to cover that $6,000 at 72%. And self-help, which means the stuff I have to cover, will be at 28%. Based on the information that I populated the calculator with, what they're telling me is that my expected family contribution, or what my family will have to pay for college, this new term is now called Student Aid Index, or SAI, is $35,785. Now, the good news is ASU doesn't cost that much. The bad news is I'm not need-based eligible. So what this says is, does my family qualify for financial aid at Arizona State? No, I don't, because the income's too high. Now, this report will also tell me Is it possible to make me more aid eligible? Well, in this situation, it would require further evaluation. You could always reach out to me. We could have a discussion about how to make you more financially or financial aid eligible. So you can see that at ASU, based on my expected family contribution or my student aid index, I will not be eligible for any need-based financial aid. So grants and scholarships, 0, and work study. Remember, work study is based on need, so I would be eligible for 0. So the total family contribution, or what I'm going to come out of pocket for at a school like ASU, is $32,527. Now, up until this point, we're only talking about need. Well, the good news is that ASU does have merit-based scholarships. Remember, merit is based on your students' academics. So this report will tell you that based on my students' GPA and SAT or ACT scores, I will qualify for merit aid at ASU. It'll tell me there's about 4 merit scholarships that I'll be eligible for, and the average non-need based tuition discount that I'll receive at ASU is about $9,500, $9,600. So that's good news. Here's just a percentage of students receiving that discount. That's 29%. And it says, is your student likely to receive a discount? And this formula or your data didn't give enough information. Now, again, I want to remind you, this data has been populated because you told the calculator that you were interested in ASU. If I told the calculator I was interested in a California school like university, like USC, then all of these numbers would be based on USC's financial aid and what they would be willing to offer me based on my student aid index. This area here talks to you about how should you be paying for college. So there's several different vehicles that you can choose to save for college. And you'll see here that they're highlighted. Here's the investment. It'll tell you, does that value impact your need for financial aid? We'll also talk about tax-favored accounts for college. And then tax-favored access for retirement. So this is really more of just an understanding for the value of the types of investments that you could be saving for college in. Number 4 is, what benefits does a state offer in a 529? Not all states will offer a tax benefit for 529s, but here in the state of Arizona, they do. Now, this is not a tax credit. This is a tax deduction, which means I can reduce my taxable income in Arizona by $4,000. It would save me about $667 a year in taxes. Now, these are the tax credits that your family would be eligible for. And there are 2. So there's the American Opportunity Credit and the Lifetime Earning Credit. Now, depending on, again, your income will determine if you're eligible for those credits or not. So you can see in this situation, I put in $125,000 was the adjusted gross income for a married couple. So yes, I'm eligible for both of these tax savings, $2,500 for the American Opportunity Credit and $2,000 for the Lifetime Learning Credit. Now, lastly, the number 6, it talks about, are merit scholarships available? So these are some of the scholarships that your student would be eligible for at Arizona State University. So it will tell you, based on your information, are you eligible, the amount, and gives you some details about how to qualify. I hope your personalized college planning report gives you the foundation that you need to make good choices about where your student goes to college and better prepare you for the financial piece of your college plan. If you recall, there's 4 steps. You've just completed 2. What's college going to cost you, and what's the impact of financial aid? If you'd like to continue on and understand, are you on track for retirement? Because college planning is financial planning. And what's the best strategy for you to pay for college? This is where I can step in and help you. If you're interested in that consultation, please reach out to me directly and we'll get you on my calendar. Good luck to you in your college plan. It's a very exciting time.